Hey y'all, so I'm gonna talk to y'all really quick about what's the piggyback off of a reading that uh I was tuning into yesterday, which the reader's YouTube channel I put at the bottom of the description box, and that way you guys can go check her out as well. She's definitely dope. I love her readings. I just started kind of watching her for a little while now. But one of the, she was bringing up a reading specifically, I guess, for the chosen ones. She does collective readings as well, but this one was more so targeted for the chosen ones. And in her reading, she was basically talking about, as we're on our journey, the individuals that we meet that we're assigned to, that's like assigned to us, um, that we're assigned to. Y'all know what the fuck I mean. Uh, she was saying that basically sometimes we're either going to find ourselves in a position where we meet an individual that, we are supposed to help heal or help awaken or start their awakening. So sometimes that will go successfully and sometimes it won't, based upon that person's free will. And that at the end of the day, we can only plant the seed. We can show a lot of people where the well is, but we can't make them drink. And as cliche as that saying is, it holds weight and it's definitely the fucking truth. Even I have had to learn that on my journey. I've had to learn that with certain family members. I've had to learn that with certain so-called friends I had in my corner or thought was in my corner. Um, and I found myself having to lose these individuals and having to cut ties because they simply could not meet me where I was. If I can put it in simple terms, like they were not on my fucking level. I wasn't on their damn level. We just didn't mash well together. And so what I'm starting to understand about that is that it's not necessarily their fault. It goes back to the thing of we're in this, fucking matrix. We're in this 3D simulation, whatever, however you describe the 3D over here. It is the physical material world, but it's also the damn illusion. So a lot of this over here, before you become awoken, you're in the mindset, or you're constantly in the state of being to where you're asleep. You're unaware. You're unaware of your emotional state. You're unaware of when you are being bamboozled by lies and propaganda and all this other shit that ties into all of it. So what she was saying in so many words is that you have to be prepared to encounter that as you go along your journey. The other thing is, she was saying that a lot of people, whether you are dealing with friendships or relationships, especially if you're a chosen one, a lot of people will, their egos will not allow them to receive you. But these could be the same people that before they met you, they was like hard body fucking praying to goddamn cosmos and God and was like, oh God, please bring this individual. I need them or her to be this, that, and the third. And then when God actually brings them the gift, the person that's supposed to help them elevate and help them be the best version of themselves, literally, their egos and the fact that they are still mind programmed, it doesn't always go that way. And then as a chosen one, you find yourself having to leave that person or, cut ties, whatever, because now you're like, okay, well, if you want to stay down here and I'm trying to get you to come up here, then I can't force you. But then she was like, these are the same people that will sit here and like boo-hoo cry when they lose an individual that was sent there in the first place to heal them. And this goes for male or female. I do not have fucking favorites. It's the only thing I care about is truth. Because at the end of the day, I feel like both sides be on some bullshit. I'm sorry. I feel like some of you females be on some bullshit, and I feel like some of you men be on some bullshit. And that's just where I'm at with it. I don't really care. Because that is what it is. Otherwise, we wouldn't have situations such as that comes up. So she was saying a lot of people, do that. And that, you can't really get upset at it, because if a person is down here and then you're up here and you're trying to get them on the same level as you, but yet they're not ready to, you can't really get upset, with that person, because that's their free will. They can choose to stay where they're at, but you're going to have to leave them where they at. The situation is not going to work because the conversation won't be the same. The vibe won't be the same. And if the vibe and the conversation ain't the same, because you are a chosen one and you feel everything at a soul level, it has to make sense in that way. Because if it doesn't, if they cannot meet you where you are, and feed your soul some way, shape, or form, like feed your mind and elevate with you, it's just not gonna work. You're gonna end up leaving them any damn way, because you're gonna keep ascending. And a lot of what she said is very true, unfortunately. You got some men, some women out here that will hard body sit here and pray and damn near cry to God. Okay? And ask God and say, God, why do you keep sending all these messed up people my way? I just want somebody to love me. I want this person to have this. I want this person to have this type of heart. And then as soon as God sends somebody with those exact qualities, we're not talking about materialistic shit, because let's be very clear, anybody can obtain materialistic shit. We're not talking about surface level bullshit. I'm talking about a pure soul that you have asked God for in your prayer, whenever you pray, whatever. And then as soon as God gives you that gift in the form of a human being, what do you do? What do most people do in that situation, especially the ones who are not ready for that? Most people, whether it's male or female, they use their narcissistic antics. Instead of them trying to understand their pain and their trauma that they've experienced, so that they're not putting it on this other person, instead of them embracing this new energy and trying to get a better understanding of their emotions, because maybe this is the person that's trying to get you to do that, to help you grow and evolve as a human being, instead of you doing that, your ego tells you, oh, hold on, there's nothing wrong with me. I ain't got a problem. This person don't know what the hell they talking about. I don't need to do this shit. And if this person don't like me for who I am, then they can kick rocks. Or I know I got this person over here, but I got this, that one, and the third that I've been, talking to. Let me, I'm going to keep them right here. And then, I'm going to come back and hop over here. Your narcissistic antics. This is male or female that does this type of shit. Y'all do this type of shit and then you get mad, right? When the divine, God, whoever you refer to God as, okay? When the divine pulls that person from your path, okay? And because now it's like, hold on. I sent this person to help you heal. 11:11 on the timer. I sent them to heal you. I sent them because this is what you asked me for. What are you doing? What the hell you got? What is this? What you got going on? Oh, you're not finna treat them like this. Since you want to act like this, I'm gonna go ahead and take them out of your life real quick, and then you can go on back to the merry-go-round that you was on before I sent them your way. You don't want to learn the lesson, then I'm gonna keep throwing these lessons at you until you ready. Is whenever you ready. And then later on, you got Exhibit A. This male or female, they over here puppy dog crying now because now you're trying to understand, well, what went wrong? What did I do? I don't understand. God, why is you doing that? Like why did you send me this person? 12:12 on the timer, y'all. I don't understand. Like what? Woe is me. Like what? What you mean? Cause what you mean? What you mean you don't understand what's going on? You understand what's going on. My dear, you asked God for something that you was not ready for. You asked God for something that you was not ready for. It's like asking God, shit, I don't know. It's like asking God for $1 billion. But you lack the self-discipline in you to not be greedy. You lack what it means to extend your hand back and pay it forward and give it back to someone that's less fortunate to you. You think he's finna give you $1 billion and you selfish? And even if he does, right? Because that could be a scenario that happens too. Even if God, because sometimes God does that. Just to see how far or how long it's going to take for that person to find that humility. To say to themselves, okay, I've been doing this. I've been buying this stuff. I've been doing this and spending my money here. Let me go help the homeless. So let me go help, somebody in a senior citizen home, Let me not be selfish. Like sometimes God tests us in that way. Just to see how long it's going to take for something to click up there. But my point is, you can't ask for some shit that you're not equipped to handle. It's not going to work. It'll never work. Not that way. You just going to keep finding yourself in that same repeated cycle. You're going to go right back to the lessons. It is that simple. If you ask God to bring you a good friend right? A person that's there for you no matter what, has your back no matter what, literally gonna ride or die with you. And then God sends you that person with a very good heart, same qualities you asked for, and they've been a really good friend to you. And then you turn around and you, I don't know, backstab that person. Then God says, uh-oh, okay. You want to act a fool and do this to this person? Okay, let me go ahead and take them up out your life real quick. And then I'm going to put you back over here until you're ready to act right. Let me know when you're ready. And then, we'll try this again. But here you go. And then that's saying, you trying to figure out, well, what the hell? What this person? I don't understand why they not answering my calls no more. They blocking my texts, blah blah blah. They not blocking shit. God blocking you. You blocked. You blocked because you blocked yourself. Technically, you cannot ask for some shit you ain't ready for. You cannot ask God for something that you are not ready for, and then you get mad when he takes it away. I don't care if it's in the form of a human being or a materialistic possession. You can't get mad. I mean, you let me take that back. You can, because you're entitled to your emotions. You can. You absolutely can. But do you have a right to? If you really sit down and think, what was I doing to get me to this point? To get this person to this point? To where now they don't want to deal with me. Like, what was I doing? Am I at fault here? But see, oftentimes people do not ask themselves that question. 1717 on the timer. They don't ask themselves that question. Why? Because the ego takes the front seat first. And before they can even rationalize that they're wrong, they say, oh, well, hold on. But I did this, and I said this, and I was a good friend sometimes. And that don't make sense if they finna treat me this way because, I mean, what the fuck? I ain't do shit. There's nothing wrong here. It's something wrong with them. Like, that's that's the ego in so many words. If I could, like, you ever been arguing with a person and they sit there and this person is hard body, like you done caught them, they in the wrong, right? And you got every reason, because all fingers point to them, they're in the wrong in this situation. I'm just saying hypothetically here, because it's not always other people that's wrong. Sometimes we are wrong. Okay? But let's say you are dealing with this scenario and this person, and instead of them saying, you know what, I'm sorry, I did say XYZ, I did do XYZ, I apologize. How can I fix this? And if we find a solution to fix this, or whatever solution we find together, how can I fix this with change behavior? Like, how moving forward? Because that's what I would like to do. I would like to change my behavior so that I don't repeat the same pattern and make you feel away. Because clearly I'm wrong. You're right, I'm wrong. I shouldn't have done that, or I shouldn't have said that. Accountability. But the ego will not allow them to do so. They won't do that because the ego is so powerful. The ego does not rationalize what's logic and what's not. The ego is simply that. It tells us what we want to hear instead of what we need to hear. It tells us what we want to do and prefer to do, it gives us this asshole attitude. Sorry if I'm saying it harsh with the word asshole, but it gives us this high ass, everybody else is the problem, I'm not attitude, versus what I just told y'all. I'm wrong. How do I fix this? My bad. Like, you see how the two don't fucking match. Like, long as the ego is at the forefront, you can forget it. Is my point. You're gonna be wasting your damn time and probably repeating the same shit over and over 1,000 times until you get tired. Cause they're not gonna hear shit your ass got to say. That ego gonna be blocking you out. They ain't gonna give a shit, because they're not in the emotional space to give a shit. The ego will not let them. So again, be careful what you around here asking God to give you. Be careful of what you're asking God for, because you need to make sure that you are mentally and emotionally ready for that. Ready for that person or ready for that situation. Like, you need to make sure that you're on the up and up, because if you are not, like, if you ask God to send you a certain person, a spouse, a friend, okay, or a job, whatever it is, you need to make sure that you're ready for it. You need to make sure that you can handle it. If it's a human being, if it's your dream person, and you want this person to on the timer. If you want this person to you say, God, I want this person to be a good person. I want them to have a great heart, but a dope ass personality. I want them to have this, that, and the third. And then he says, okay, here you go. You need to make sure that you're ready for that. That your heart is ready to receive it. To receive that person, to receive the experience that comes with that person. You need to make sure that you're ready to receive, that you're open to receiving, and that you don't have any emotional baggage that might creep up and get in the way. Because it definitely can creep up and get in the way if it's unresolved, especially if it is suppressed and you hiding it. You ain't brought it to the surface because you don't feel like dealing with this shit. Be careful of that, because that has a way of coming up, even if you don't want it to. So make sure that before you ask God for some shit that you know, you're ready for that. Because as easily as God gives us something or someone, he can take it away before you can blink your eye. Trust. It's facts. He can take it away. And sometimes it's taken away to teach you a lesson. The same lesson that you keep repeating, that you have not learned yet, for whatever reason. So that lesson will keep repeating itself in each person that you meet, just in different bodies. They might look different, but they all karmics. They're going to be the same, the same heart. I shit you not. I ain't got a lot of y'all. It's going to be in the same lesson. The same, it's just the person will not be the same. They won't look the same. The situation, it'll be whatever situation that arises. But that lesson will be somewhere in that situation. It is up to you to try to figure out what and what is telling you. What are you not doing? What are you not receiving with this lesson? What are you not taking heed of? What do you keep repeating is the point. And why do you keep repeating it? But moreover, do not ask for some shit that your ass ain't ready for. Because God just might give it to you. So make sure you're ready for it. And this really goes for male or female. It doesn't really matter who's listening to this video. And if you are a chosen one, wherever you're assigned to, it is your job to plant that seed. It is not your job to make them drink from the well of damn knowledge. You can show them where they can find the well at, how to get a cup if they need it. But you can't scoop that motherfucker out. But nope, they got to do it on their own. We all have to take that spiritual journey of awakening. It's a personal decision. No one can make that decision for us. So therefore, as a chosen one, the only thing that you can do is plant that seed. Give them knowledge if they ask for it. If they're ready to receive that knowledge. But other than that, if they want to keep doing the same shit, repeating the same shit, being the same person, and they're not ready to evolve, and you see that, then unfortunately, you have to leave them where they at. Because either way it goes, no matter how you might feel, whether it be relationship, friendship, family, whatever, if they're not ready to evolve, you cannot force them to. It won't work. You'll find yourself going in one big circle with them. And mentally, you ain't going to want to do that, especially if you on an awakening journey. You ain't going to. That's going to be too draining. So, I said all of that to give y'all some food for thought, really. You can categorize this as a damn rant. I don't really, doesn't really matter to me. As long as you get the message. And the message is, stop asking for shit that you ain't ready for. And if you are not ready for it, then perhaps you should get ready for it. If that's, in fact, what you really want. Or they are what you want. Because it could be a person or thing, whatever. You know what it is. Just make sure that you're ready for it. Because the worst thing that you can do is ask God for some shit. You ain't ready for it. And then on top of that, you spit in his face while doing so. That's like the ultimate disrespect. And I don't even think disrespect should be the word for it. Just be careful. Because our thoughts, our emotions, shit, even if you can visualize you and your perfect partner, the universe, God, will orchestrate it so it can be so. And before your ass know it, that person is right there in front of your face. So be ready. And if you're not ready, then move aside for someone else who is. Stop letting that ego hold y'all. Or more like control you. Don't ask for some shit that you're just not ready for. It really defeats the purpose. And then you have to ask yourself, do I want to go back to the same lessons, but keep meeting different people, but I always have to figure out what the lesson is in those people? Like, do I want to keep going back and keep repeating that with that? Because that's exactly what's going to happen. It is what it is. It's the name of the game. And the quicker that you find that out, the easier shit will be. Well, kind of more lessons where that come from. But if you learn one lesson, you'll learn more lessons. It'll just be different ones. Y'all got, and that's another damn subject. I can't really explain that, but you get my gist. You get what I'm saying. I just wanted to kind of put that in y'all ear today, because I found that to be very interesting. And like I said, I'll put her YouTube channel in the description box of this video. Y'all make sure y'all go check her out. Absolutely gorgeous. She's very gifted and talented, and she the truth. That's there's really nothing else for me to say after that. But yeah, if you felt like this video helped you in any way, if you agree, make sure you hit the like button, share, comment, subscribe to your girl. I may make a second YouTube channel. I'm not sure yet if I want to do that. I'll keep you guys posted. I'll either make a post about it if I choose to, and I'll put it on my TikTok or Instagram, Facebook. I have all three, minus the YouTube page. So one of them, I'll post it if I choose to start a new one. I don't know. I'm still kind of back and forth in my head if I want to do that or not. But yeah, y'all just be careful out here, bro, because people are losing their entire fucking mind. Also, spiritual warfare is at an all-time high. So to my chosen ones, please make sure that you want to up and up. Please make sure you are protecting yourself. And I do mean protecting yourself. Because, baby, this shit is crazy out here. And it's, up and down, diagonal, sideways, loop-de-loops. The shit is just, yeah. It's definitely a spiritual war going on. It's a lot going on behind the scenes. And those of you that know, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But please, y'all, make sure y'all 333 on the timer. Please make sure that y'all are protecting yourselves, because they out here. They are even walking among us in human form. I mean, it's been like that for decades, but it's more apparent now. It's what is the word I'm looking for? It's at an all-time high, is what I meant. Those of you, again, that know, it's no longer the shit that goes bump in the night, and, you can't, it's those things you can't see with the naked eye, but it's also, people are getting possessed out here, man. I'm telling you, the shit is crazy. That is going on. Like, it's at an all-time high. So trust the vibes. When you meet people, I don't care if you're going out on your first date, If something seems like it's off about the person, that is because it is. That is because your intuition, your gut is telling you follow it. Be careful who the hell y'all out here laying with, baby. That's another thing. Because if you're not careful, you may not even be laying next to a human being. You know what I'm saying? Let me rephrase that. It's easy to see someone in the flesh, right? Because we all got to look at physical when you first meeting a person. But vibes and energy does not lie. Souls recognize other souls because now we're speaking on a soul level. We're speaking about energy. If you ever been around a person and they vibe feel off, or the person feel off, or the conversation feel off, or you feel like the person is being funny with you, whatever vibe you're catching from them, 9 times out of 10, and it's not even 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, your soul is able to pick up on that. Your intuition is able to pick up on that. Your eyes just can't see it. And 9 times out of 10, if you feel like a person has wickedness in them and you are around them physically, it goes beyond the physical. Now your soul is able to pick up on that. So that's what I meant. Exchanging energy, trauma bonds, all that shit that ties with the people we choose to lay down and have sexual relations with. So be very careful, especially if you're out here like that in these streets like that. Be careful, because they out here. There's a lot of evil going on out here in these streets and in these spiritual streets as well. Both streets. I'm telling you, I got a lot of y'all. Be careful, baby. Stop looking at the fact that somebody look good. Okay, they got a 6-pack going on, or she got a nice fat whatever. Don't be looking at all that, because before your ass know it, you're going to be entangled in some shit you can't get out of. Going to be laying next to a person that you do not recognize. Be careful. I'm only telling y'all some shit because your girl cares, you know. Took me a long damn time to figure all that shit out myself as well. I'm still learning. But for the most part, oh yeah, I ain't got time. Nope. Hell no. Unless your ass is my divine counterpart. Okay? Unless you are of a certain energy, I can't lay next to you, let alone have you up in me. I'm good. I am good. My friend, I am good over here. I don't give 2 donkey diddly scoops about what you got, what's in your pocket, what you're driving, your status, how you look. You could be fine as Moore's chestnut, baby. I'm still not finna drop the draws for you. I'm sorry. Okay? That soul gotta speak to me first. I got to see you. I can't. I'm sorry. And those of you that know what the fuck I'm talking about, you know what your girl talking about. And you just can't lay with anybody these days. You just can't. Man, you gotta be careful out here. I don't give a fuck. Look, say man, y'all better get a damn clue and quit. This shit is crazy out here, okay? And like I said, this goes for men and women. Baby, if you a man, fellas, I don't care how fine she look. Okay, I don't give, the girl could have everything going on for her under the goddamn sun. But honey, you better make sure she ain't no damn succubus spirit that's wrapped up in human flesh. You better make sure that she does not have a Jezebel spirit, honey. You better make sure you ain't entangled up in none of that. Oh, and trust me, she can be very tempting. Because, well, when it's temptation, she gonna look a certain way. She gonna appear to be a certain way. Oh yeah. You know. All I can say is just be careful. Hey, you do what the hell you want. I can't tell y'all what to do. I can only give you, the nuggets. I can't give you the ranch sauce and the barbecue sauce. Hey, do what you want. Enjoy yourself. But I am gonna tell you, hey, you might wanna, just be careful. Cause they out here, honey. And just as the spiritual realm is real, and they got shit to go bump in the fucking nights, the shit is real over here. Both worlds are just as real as the other. Be careful. Be careful, y'all. Ladies, trust when I tell you, I don't care how fine he is. I don't care if you see his print in his pants and it is speaking lovely languages to you. Honey, you better make sure he ain't no goddamn incubus spirit, okay? Because it could definitely come it could come in that form as a human being wrapped up to look like something delicious that you want to bite. Look, you better, y'all better be seeing with all three of your eyes and not the physical one. You better, hey, say man, I ain't got a lot to you. Y'all better be careful out here. Be careful, baby. STDs at an all-time high. But what I'm talking about, I'm not just talking about the STD, HIV and herpes and gonorrhea. I ain't talking about just those. I am more so talking about the transfer of spirits, attachments. And before you know it, you'll be wrapped up in some shit you don't want to be wrapped up in. Let me just put it that way. Trust me, you don't. So be careful out here, y'all. Pay attention to your surroundings. Make sure y'all are protecting your energy by any means necessary. And I do mean by any means necessary. Okay? But yeah, I just wanted to drop that in y'all ear. I thought that was interesting. A interesting topic to bring up. Plus, I felt like posting today. But again, I will keep you guys updated. And when I come back on here and do a collective reading, I'll let you guys know either on my Facebook, TikTok, whatever. And if you are not subscribed, but you would like to subscribe, go ahead and make sure you hit the make sure you hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment, and thank you for stopping by and listening to me rant. Y'all enjoy your day, and I will holler.